Okay, so I have created a new R project. So this is, I'm using R Studio. Make sure you have installed R Studio and also R from the necessary websites, or you can check out other videos on how to install R Studio and R. So here, first of all, I need to test if the R packages are working fine. So I can say print, and then I want to print some text, so print hello world. To run this project, you can see it says my file is webmap.r. when you see this kind of star here or asterisk, make sure to Control S. That means that your file has not been saved, or you have edited something and you need to save your work. So if I say Control S, then you can see it saves the code here. So to run this, if you place your cursor on this line and then click on run this way, it will run your code and it will print hello world on the console. Also, I can highlight everything on this line and then I can still click on run, or the shortcut is Control Enter if you're on Windows. That is what I'm using. So the first thing we need to do is to install the packages that will help us to create this web application. The first thing is to install the packages. So I write here install the packages, install the packages. You need to install the packages like this. So to install the packages, there are two ways. First, you need to type in install.packages, then you can install the package SF, and you can repeat this way and install other packages that we are going to use. For example, the other one is Leaflet, so we are going to use Leaflet, and then we are going to use Shiny, which is a package that will help us to create this web application. The Leaflet, of course, it will give us the map. Then the last one is Plotly. If you are going to plot something, for example graphs, pie charts, you can use Plotly, but we are not going to use that one, so there is no need to install. But if you want to advance, you can still install those kind of packages. So this is the first way to install packages. The second way is here on this sidebar, you can see we have files, plots, packages. So under packages, we have install and update. So if you like to update any package, you just click on update, then you type in the package that you're supposed to update. So if you want to install, click on install this one. It says install R packages. Then in here you can search the type of package you want to install. So if I type in SF, you will see the suggestions here. We have a lot of packages that start with SF, or at least have SF. So you click on SF, then you can see it says install. So make sure this one is checked, install dependencies, then click on install, and it will install the packages just as we do, like this. So I already installed these packages. What I'm going to do is I'm going to comment this, so I can say Control Shift C to comment multiple lines. But then we are going to call the library, so we can say we call the libraries, or load the libraries as this. So, and to load the libraries, we need to say library, then we pass in the library without the quotes. So I say library SF, then library leaflet, and then the last one is library Shiny, like this. Then I'm going to highlight them, then click on run to load these libraries. So this means they will be ready to be used in this project. Okay, so I think it has finished. The next thing is to set up the working directory. So I say set the working directory. set the working directory, and this means that we are going to connect our project with the data sets that we are going to use. So here I'm going to first of all save, then say set wd working directory, and then I pass in the link or the directory to where I have saved my data set. So here make sure you navigate to where you saved your data, say Control C. I think I need to show you this, so let me drag this to the second screen here. So this is where I have my data set. In this folder tutorial I have data set, so make sure you go up to data set or where you have saved your file until you see your data as this. Then here you need to click on this, and then you can copy this directory. Okay, then you paste in here. So this way it will not work unless you use /, but I like using the double backslash. So I do something like this, then I do like this, then I Control Enter. You can see it now runs successfully. If I remove if I use 1 and then enter, you see it says that this one is not recognized as, or it is recognized as an escape character. Okay, so let me go back and use 2. Okay, now I want to check what is inside my folder. So for this case I can say get working directory, then run. I have my working directory, then I say list dot files. So I want to check the files that are inside this working directory. If I click on run, I see that I have my data set. So I have the geospatial data. This is a shapefile. Okay, another way you can give this working directory a variable. So you can say path, and then you say this path is this one. So path is equal to get working directory. Then instead of passing in the list.files get working directory, you can just say path. You can say path, then you can run. You can say path is equal to, you can say path is equal to path. It is not working. It is not working, but I hope you get what I've said. If it doesn't work, then we can stick to what we have just used. So like this one, let me delete this. So make sure you run the get working directory, you get the working directory as this, and then you go ahead and run this so that you can see the datasets that are inside your folder. Okay, now we can go ahead and now try to check the CRS or the coordinate reference system for our dataset. First of all, we need to declare our variable as county data. Since this is county data, then this county data is going to be, we're going to read, so st_read. This is the way we read CSV or shapefile data in R. Then we are going to, instead of typing, we can just copy everything from here, including the quotes, because this is a string. Then we paste inside, and this way we are going to run the county data. So we have county data like so. So here if you run, you can see we have some dimension. It tells us that this is a multi-polygon because we have several polygons, and they are 47, and then the CRS is unknown. So we are going to reproject this data to World Geodetic System or WGS 1984. So for this case, we can do Or if another way to check this dataset CRS, you can say data underscore CRS. You can just give it a variable and then say st underscore transform, and then you pass in your county underscore data. If you do this, you can go ahead and then print data underscore CRS. Okay, so first of all we need to run this line 20, and then we run line 21. So that way you can still see our dataset here. It has dimensions, it is a multi-polygon, that is the type of the geometry, and then the CRS, of course, we've said that it is unknown. Now to reproject this, I can say reproject the data, and then what we need to do is first of all declare our variable. We can still repeat this because it's the same data set. So I say count data is equal to st underscore transform, and then we want to use this county data, and then our CRS is going to be EPSG 4326. Okay, then I run this, then still I can print my county, print my county data like this. If I run this and check again, now you can see we have our CRS as WGS84. So now we are okay to use this data set because we have reprojected it to World Geodetic System. Now I think the next thing is we are going to do to perform two functionalities here. First of all, we need the UI, as I showed you.